Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Football Manager 2016 with Barcelona. This is the game against Corinthians. The return leg obviously at their place in, actually I don't know where they're from. Brazil, of course they are. I don't know why, I thought they were Argentinian for some reason. Anyway, this is the team we're going to be playing. Bravo, Bartra back in at right back, PK, Vermaelen, Jordi Alba, Mascherano, Busquets, Messi, Willian, Neymar and Suarez. We've got Alves suspended, of course. He got sent off against Juventus in that absolutely atrocious game last time out, and Iniesta has pulled a hamstring, so he's out for a couple of weeks. What's this? AGN against teammate. Oh yeah, I've had a bit of a scuffle with Sergio Roberto, which is never good. The fact that you want your captain's happy that I've mistreated a teammate. That is really, really poor. Anyway, let's get on with the game here. We don't expect to know or recognise any of the Corinthians players, but this is how the table looks then. So if you've missed the last few episodes, this is it. Arsenal beat Bayern Munich 2-0 at Bayern Munich. I don't get it. We are now 9 points behind them. I am stunned at how that has happened, but then again, maybe we shouldn't be too surprised. They've got Alexander Pato, of course they have. He is, of course, not at Chelsea, as this is on the old update before the winter one came in. This is a great opportunity. Oh, that was a good one. Great opportunity to have a go with the critics. Now, we do need a bit of a better performance, as we have been, well, terrible. It's the only way to put it, really. Certainly by Barcelona standards, it's absolutely shocking. And we need a nice big win today that projects us up the table and gives us a bit of a morale boost, because at the moment it's pretty poor. There's Willian, and the goalkeeper really did not need to make that save, but nevertheless we've got a corner here. Vermaelen goes into it, Enrique gets her away, and I do think this is going to be a game we're probably going to dominate. We won the other version of this game at the Nou Camp 3-0, and that was at a time when I thought, right, maybe we finally do have something we can work with here, and I was very happy. And since then we had a nice sort of run of about 4 or 5 games or something, and it was going well, and then it just stopped. Completely unannounced stopped, and I thought, I don't know if I just changed something, I don't know. And Arsenal, again, I don't even, I mean, they're beating in, so that's not too much of a surprise, I suppose. Suarez, ooh, he's offside. But yeah, look at that, they're actually now 11 points as it currently stands. Once we get a goal, that will of course change. But I am stunned at Arsenal. But as I've made reference to in previous videos, wait until we get further into the season when they inevitably will fall away. As that is more than likely programmed into the CPU here. As Suarez goes close, probably should be scoring there. He scored many a goal like that this season. I think he's got 11 so far. And Atletico winning now, so that's actually pushed us down all the way to 6th place. This is getting worse by the second. But here's Neymar, gives it to Busquets. Why on earth is he shooting from there, of all the players? I suppose it worked for Mascherano in the previous game. He got 2, of course, against his former team, no less. I suppose it's worth having a look and see if it works for Busquets. Bravo, good sweeper keeping once again. He has been immaculate this year. Here's Neymar. Please don't shoot again, and he has. I'm not going to get annoyed like I did in the last video, because it's just not worth it anymore. I'm just... I haven't given up, I've just come to accept it. That's what players do. They don't pass the ball, especially Neymar, someone like a striker, you know, who's just, I don't know what, I guess the player type also comes into effect in that case, I don't know. But they don't want to pass the ball, ever do they? What, you wouldn't do it again, see? Silly, well, that one wasn't as such a silly angle. I've seen players score from there, so it's not one again. Casio with the save. So it is all us at the moment. They've just had the one shot, which was off target. And we are absolutely dominating them in possession, but we're not really doing anything with it. And again, you can see this line. They're trying to beat this high line of ours. Pato, thankfully, doesn't have the pace to do it. But Willian, ooh, nearly goes all the way. He's made a decent impact, Willian. He's not been... Oh, he's hit the bar, I think, there, Vermaelen. Willian has been good without being particularly great. He's had good impact, you know, he's got good flair and everything. Perhaps he's flattered to deceive at times, but... no, I think he's done quite well. Right, Benfica are beating Man City. That's very interesting, considering how poor I think Benfica might actually be bottom, or at the very least were bottom. No, Inter are now. think that's changed it around. Oh, and Renato Augusto goes close for Corinthians there. Their first real effort of a highlight. And once again, whilst I think the word, I think I used it earlier, flatter to deceive. We are not doing very well here. The strikers again sort of letting themselves down. We're going to swap Suarez with Neymar because Neymar needs. I think it's pretty obvious that Neymar should be playing in that central role. He's having so many shots. I mean, don't forget he's our top scorer, of course. He's shot 17 in all competitions this year. So I think he might be better utilised in the middle with Suarez on the right. On the left, I beg your pardon. Messi's on the right. And, maybe that might work. Maybe Suarez's flair can come into play in a better way. I don't know. Well, his rating has actually dropped. He was 6.4 at the start of the half. And here we go. I've got a chance here. Suarez chips it into Neymar, who's completely outnumbered. Here it is again. Now, surely no. Suarez. Oh, for God's sake. It's not happening, is it? Right, come on. Seriously, though. Neymar, Suarez, surely, there we go. Finally, it works. It was incredible. We got incredibly lucky, I must say. Let's just check the table here. That makes things look a little bit nicer. Even that was horribly scrappy and a bit messy, to be honest. Wasn't great. But nevertheless, it's 1-0, and I'll take it. We just need a clean sheet at the moment, as we haven't had one for a couple of games, and it's starting to concern me. Messi, once again, is if you go on ratings here, he's actually the worst player in the team at the moment, according to them ratings. But here is Suarez again. I think I might stick to this. This seems to make more sense. Here's Willian again, doing well. Neymar. Oh, Messi's in. No, yeah, it is Messi, and he's put it wide. I don't believe this. It's just Messi, man. I can't get my head around it. Here's Adelson. Oh, no, surely not. And how on earth have they not scored? I think it was Malcolm going and on the half volley there, hitting the post. Okay, we're going to take off. I think Willian looks to have hurt himself a little bit there. So we're going to bring on Arda Turan for the last 10 minutes or so. And do you know what? I'm going to take Messi off. No, I'm not. I was. No, I chickened out of it totally. I can't do it. It's silly. It's just not something you should be doing. Suarez chips this one. If we can get a second, that will kill it. Here's Sergio Busquets. And that pretty much is what you'd expect, really. Manchester United have just taken the lead against Chelsea. Wayne Rooney has scored. And Piqué, he's doing this more often now, Gerard Piqué. That's twice he did that. He's done that now. He did it against, who was it? Thankfully, that was a terrible finish. But who was it against? I think was it against Juve? I think he or someone. But he did that before, and when you see that happen twice in a row, very concerning. But this is nice play, much better now, looking quite comfortable. Arda Turan plays a nice little ball for Neymar here. What can he do? Suarez onside, puts it wide. Hey, that rhymed. Still, well, we're going to play all of added time, I think, here. There's going to be one long highlight, and here come Corinthians on the break. Oh, brilliant tackle by Bartra. To be fair to him, he's been very good. I can't deny Bartra, he has been very good. But Malcolm here, he's in on goal, and Bravo with a good save. Again, very solid goalkeeping. Probably been our best player, bar Neymar, I think, this season. And Turan with a very curious ball. Very strange, but we've got it back here, and again giving the ball away. I think we're overplaying it slightly. Probably should change the instructions. And, well, we've got less than 90 seconds to go. Oh, hang on, potential counter again. It's just very stretched all of a sudden. Turan, can we play a slightly better ball? Kind of. It's worked. At least it found the Barcelona player this time. It's still a very strange ball, nevertheless. Here's Bartra to Arda Turan, and I think, provided we don't do anything silly here, that should do the game. Jose Enrique has scored an own goal in the last minute to give a win for AC Milan. And who was that there? Was that Busquets again, or was that Mascherano? I think it was Mascherano trying for 3 against Corinthians this season. Wouldn't that be amazing? And that is going to be full time. Well, it's a win. A win's a win. I can't deny we needed that. Just get the morale up. That's all that matters. We're into 4th. So I think we've dropped down, actually, from where we originally were in 3rd. But thankfully, that has Yeah, we're in fourth now, so thankfully the gap has widened considerably. Couldn't think of the word then. You look at sort of ninth now, Paris Saint-Germain was 7 points clear. Yes, we're 9 points behind Arsenal, but at least now, you know, there is a gap opening up. So Luis Suarez with the goal there in the 58th minute. And next up we are in fact playing Arsenal. This should be very, very interesting, and it's at home. £35,000. When did we start getting money? That was weird. We've got into sacking Mancini. That is interesting. We've got, let's see, who else is in the sack race? So Lopetegui at Porto. I think that is how you say his name, isn't it? Vittoria at Benfica and Allegri at Juventus. That's very surprising. So Manchester City have slipped up here against Benfica. Yeah, let's have a look at them. Excuse me. Some of the matches today. So yeah, Jose Enrique, 93rd minute own goal. Arsenal smashing Inter. Atletico really doing a good job now. They had a horrible start, but they've really ramped up the league lately. Griezmann with the goal to beat Valencia. Porto beating Paris Saint-Germain with an 86th-minute penalty by Daniel Osvaldo. 3-3 in the Juve Madrid game. As you saw, Rooney scoring for 10-man Manchester United against Chelsea. Benfica beating City and Sevilla drawing with nearly beating, in fact, Bayern Munich. So, very strange round indeed. This is the table then. This is the table, and it's Arsenal's to lose at the moment, you have to say, but plenty of games to go. Our next game is going to be versus them, so if we can beat them, that will pull the gap to 6 points at the top. And if I tell you what, if we win this, I tell you, it'll be a miracle if I can win this now. Incidentally, if you're wondering, none of the other leagues are active. I just wanted to make the gameplay as quick as I could, so I just included the Premiership. We're not going to need any of the others. So, yeah, that is going to do it from me. Please do join me for the Arsenal game. Tomorrow, I think that will be an absolute belter. And hopefully, we can cut that gap at the top. So, if you enjoyed, please like the video, and I will see you next time for more FM16. Till then, bye-bye.